Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready? Reload!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Bills hit 2-0 here to begin the season. Off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Devin White, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Here is third and quite a ways. Purdy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Downs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Purdy now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Come on.
Second down and a yard.
Hey, check that.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, LA! A big play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 3rd down, Reed. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 47.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
To throw on second down. Sellers firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Sellers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Okay, ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw. Sellers. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. In motion is Grant. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
A second down throw for Purdy.
30-yard line.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Purdy.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Trotty! They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
98 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now 2nd and 5.
19 Tigers.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now they can't bring him down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cut my team. Cut 79 Broncos.
The final shot before break. Sellers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The final shot before break. Sellers. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all time.
And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So this game tied at the half. If you wondered who would come up with a first. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Sellers.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Sellers.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Now Purdy. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sellers escaping the pressure right.
Open man, it's Palmer.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Reed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Throwing on first down. Sellers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Sellers. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Sellers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. It just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Sellers.
He'll let one go deep for downs. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Sellers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, after playmakers always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And again back to Komet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, if you're up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll pitch it out here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 113 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On first down, Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to fight through one tackle. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So that's going to push them back half the distance. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're pumping the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Purdy off the play fake. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sellers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Sellers. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He's to the 10.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner, hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
Throwing after the interception. Sellers.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the
Grab
Chargers
50,
first
grab
down.
50.
On 1st and 10, Sellers.
This pass left side to Downs.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Sellers. And my goodness, another interception. Past the 20.
And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.